Powering every race and every emotion with Lenovo AI PCs, servers, and services. Now that's smarter AI for all.
What the?
Ladies and gentlemen, Lenovo Tech World 2026 World Conference Service. Please be seated in the convention hall shortly.
The most technologically advanced FIFA World Cup in history is powered by Lenovo AI with Intel inside.
He's held the lead into the first turn. Another amazing move. Absolutely love it. Crucial moment. Does he get the plate? Great battle between these two. It's side by side between the two to win.
Powering every race and every emotion with Lenovo AI PCs, servers, and services. Now that's smarter AI for all.
What the?
The most technologically advanced FIFA World Cup in history is powered by Lenovo AI with Intel inside.
He's held the lead into the first turn. Another amazing move. Absolutely love it. Crucial moment. Does he get the plate? Great battle between these two. It's side by side between the two to win.
Powering every race and every emotion with Lenovo AI PCs, servers, and services. Now that's smarter AI for all.
What the?
Ladies and gentlemen, Lenovo Tech World 2026 will commence shortly. Please enter the convention hall.
The most technologically advanced FIFA World Cup in history is powered by Lenovo AI with Intel inside.
He's held the lead into the first turn. Another amazing move. Absolutely love it. Crucial moment. Does he get the plate? Great battle between these two. It's side by side between the two to win.
Powering every race and every emotion with Lenovo AI PCs, servers, and services. Now that's smarter AI for all.
What the?
The most technologically advanced FIFA World Cup in history is powered by Lenovo AI with Intel inside.
He's held the lead into the first turn. Another amazing move. Absolutely love it. Crucial moment. Does he get the plate? Great battle between these two. It's side by side between the two to win.
Powering every race and every emotion with Lenovo AI PCs, servers, and services. Now that's smarter AI for all.
What the?
The most technologically advanced FIFA World Cup in history is powered by Lenovo AI with Intel inside.
He's held the lead into the first turn. Another amazing move. Absolutely love it. Crucial moment. Does he get the plate? Great battle between these two. It's side by side between the two to win.
Powering every race and every emotion. The Lenovo AI PCs, servers, and services. Now that's smarter AI for all.
What the?
The most technologically advanced FIFA World Cup in history is powered by Lenovo AI with Intel inside.
He's held the lead into the first turn. Another amazing move. Absolutely love it. Crucial moment. Does he get the plate? Great battle between these two. It's side by side between the two to win.
Powering every race and every emotion. The Lenovo AI PCs, servers, and services. Now that's smarter AI for all.
What the?
The most technologically advanced FIFA World Cup in history is powered by Lenovo AI with Intel inside.
He's held the lead into the first turn. Another amazing move. Absolutely love it. Crucial moment. Does he get the plate? Great battle between these two. It's side by side between the two to win.
Powering every race and every emotion. The Lenovo AI PCs, servers, and services. Now that's smarter AI for all.
What the?
The most technologically advanced FIFA World Cup in history is powered by Lenovo AI with Intel inside.
Be seated.
He's held the lead into the first turn. Another amazing move. Absolutely love it. Crucial moment. Does he get the plate? Great battle between these two. It's side by side between the two to win.
Powering every race and every emotion. The Lenovo AI PCs, servers, and services. Now that's smarter AI for all.
What the?
The most technologically advanced FIFA World Cup in history is powered by Lenovo AI with Intel inside.
He's held the lead into the first turn. Another amazing move. Absolutely love it. Crucial moment. Does he get the plate? Great battle between these two. It's side by side between the two to win.
Powering every race and every emotion. The Lenovo AI PCs, servers, and services. Now that's smarter AI for all.
What the?
The most technologically advanced FIFA World Cup in history is powered by Lenovo AI with Intel inside.
He's held the lead into the first turn. Another amazing move. Absolutely love it. Crucial moment. Does he get the plate? Great battle between these two. It's side by side between the two to win.
Powering every race and every emotion. The Lenovo AI PCs, servers, and services. Now that's smarter AI for all.
What the?
The most technologically advanced FIFA World Cup in history is powered by Lenovo AI with Intel inside.
He's held the lead into the first turn. Another amazing move. Absolutely love it. Crucial moment.
Lenovo Tech World 2026 will commence in 1 minute. Please be seated.
Great battle between these two. It's side by side between the two to win.
Powering every race and every emotion. The Lenovo AI PC.
Another amazing move. Absolutely love it. Crucial moment. Does he get the play?
Pivotal moment where the future of AI takes center stage. Hong Kong emerging as a leading innovation hub supported by strong government policies that foster digital transformation. To drive growth, we must empower industries with intelligent technologies and build a diverse talent pipeline. This will not only help Hong Kong adopt AI, but also position it as a leader in innovation, driving sustainable economic growth and creating meaningful opportunities for local professionals and businesses. Today, you will experience transformative technologies that will reshape the AI landscape. Before we dive in, here are a few quick reminders. Please silence your phones during the sessions. For those on-site, our team and signs will direct you to demo zones, breakout sessions, and refreshment areas. Simultaneous interpretation in Mandarin and English is available. Please grab your headset at the collection counter and return it afterward. Now, let's embark on this exciting journey together.
This year, the National Games entered new territory, bringing together multiple cities, multiple systems, and millions of expectations. From competition venues to contactless customs clearance, enabling seamless cross-border cycling and marathon events. For the Hong Kong competition region of the National Games, Lenovo, as the official technology service contractor, went beyond delivery. We help ensure Hong Kong operated with excellence and confidence on the national stage.
With nearly 20 years of experience supporting world-class sporting events, we understand what zero-failure operations truly require. For Hong Kong, we designed and delivered the IT backbone of the Games, integrating smart devices, secure infrastructure, and mission-critical systems into a single resilient environment. We introduced AI-driven solutions, including AI volunteers, to enhance audience engagement, support operations, and create a smarter, more immersive experience. Using our full-stack AI solutions and true-scale services model, that is device as a service, we enabled flexible consumption, improved the cost, efficiency, and reliability. by bringing AI into every layer of sports, from infrastructure to fan experience. We have and will continue to shape a new era of more connected, more immersive sporting moments. This is what hybrid AI looks like in the real world, where intelligence runs across devices, infrastructure, and services, orchestrated together to deliver outcomes at scale. This is just the beginning.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Ken Wong to deliver the opening remarks.
Wow! Energetic， 好尊敬嘅財政司長，各位嘉賓、各位朋友，大家早晨。嗱，我啱啱翻嚟香港，咁首先同大家拜個年先，祝大家首先恭喜發財，馬年身體健康，萬事如意。另外最重要咪財爺喺度啊，一定要祝大家財源滾滾來。Good morning, everyone. This is a simple translation of what I just said in Chinese. So welcome to Tech World Hong Kong from my home city. Now, and welcome to our guests joining us from Hong Kong, across the region, and also around the world. So you just saw the excitement of the National Games, and I'll tell you about the technology behind it in just a minute. Now, for over 20 years, Lenovo has powered the world's most demanding sports events, from National Game, what you just seen, to Olympic, to Formula One, and now FIFA. Now, in fact, some of the AI solutions behind the FIFA were developed right here in Hong Kong. Now, the city has been steadily scaling AI, advancing, for example, the Northern Metropolis, strengthening its role as a global connector, and investing deeply in talent. Across industry, we see investments and results in AI every day. For example, in retail, AI is solving the omni-channel challenge, unifying online and in-store operation. In financial services, it is solving for trust and innovation. And in smart manufacturing, for example, it is solving for agility, helping supply chain adapt amid disruptions. Today, AI is moving beyond generating answers. It can now sense, reason, and act in real time. For enterprises, this marks a new phase where AI turns data into actions and connects the digital and physical worlds. At Lenovo, this is how we bring AI to you. Personal AI across devices and enterprise AI across the full value chain. So together, they define a new era, hybrid AI. So last year, we said this era was just emerging. But this year, it is operational and accelerating. And Hong Kong is at the forefront of all these accelerations. This is a city that doesn't tolerate theory. We demand results. Our 2026 CIO playbook confirms it. Now, organization expects significant high returns from AI, and investment is rising. But readiness remains a challenge. This is why hybrid AI is no longer optional. Every person is unique, and every organization is different. There's no one-size-fits-all. Hybrid AI is about choice. Choice of large language model, choice of data, and the choice of where AI runs. And how we deploy, and how we can help customers deploy AI responsibly in a way that protects your data, respects the regulations, and delivers business outcomes. That is the next wave of AI. And at a moment like this, leadership matters. Now, progress requires a connected ecosystem, industry, academia, research, and investment working all together. We at Lenovo bring deep experience enabling AI across the world, and of course here in Hong Kong and China. Which brings me back to the National Games. Now, for a challenging event like this, Lenovo deliver a hybrid AI across venue operation, from infrastructure and integration to live monitoring and on-site support. And most important of all is with zero operational disruption. With our hybrid AI solution, we also deploy AI avatar volunteers, enhancing wayfinding and visitor experiences. And we deliver this hybrid AI full implementation locally here in Hong Kong. And now we are taking that expertise to global stage as a proud technology partner of FIFA for this year's World Cup. Now, the partnership with FIFA operates at extraordinary scale, powering one of the most complex and visible sporting events in the world. And if we can support an event watched by 6 billion fans playing across 3 host countries for the first time ever, we can deliver for any enterprises, regardless of big or small. Today, Lenovo has also invested in more than 300 technology startups, including 10 listed here in Hong Kong. And among them, recently, a robotic company and a large language model company. I guess most of you have recognized them in the floor here. So this illustrates Lenovo's long-term commitment to innovation in the era of AI. Now, it is my honor to welcome a leader whose vision has helped shape Hong Kong's innovation and economic future.
Thank you, Ken. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in welcoming the Honorable Paul Chan Mo-po, GBM, GBS, MHJP, Financial Secretary of the Government of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, to share his opening address.
Ken, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is my pleasure to join you today at the Lenovo Tech World Hong Kong 2026. Let me first extend a very warm welcome to the brightest minds in technology coming from Hong Kong, across the region, and around the world. Just now, Ken shared some insightful remarks on the technology that is transforming today and defining tomorrow. Yes, artificial intelligence. AI is developing at a breathtaking pace, faster than many of us have anticipated. It is already reshaping every industry and every walk of life, from personal application to enterprises and the public sector, and from retail and financial services to manufacturing. Many of us were also captivated by the spectacular robotic performance at this year's CCTV Spring Festival Gala. It offers a vivid glimpse into the promise of embodied intelligence, whether in our homes, our hospitals, or on our factory floors. This combination of AI and robotics is giving us unprecedented tools to build a more promising economy. AI can and should serve very noble purposes, not least in tackling climate change. For instance, the International Energy Agency estimates that deploying AI to optimize industrial processes alone could save energy equivalent to more than the energy consumption of Mexico. At the same time, we must recognize the concerns it brings, the impact on jobs, scams, and misinformation created or amplified by AI. Here, I'm reminded of a simple truth. We never stop sailing the seas simply because of storms. Human progress has always advanced through exploration, overcoming setbacks along the way. Every major economy now recognizes the strategic importance of AI. It is an unstoppable wave, and our choice is not whether to face it, but how. We must therefore embrace AI with confidence and care. China, our country, for example, has placed strong emphasis on AI+. In the 15th National Five-Year Plan, it stresses that AI should be used to empower economic and social development, enhance governance capabilities, promoting deep transformations in modes of production, and enabling revolutionary leaps in productivity. This is about embedding AI across different sectors of the community and the real economy, and using it as a catalyst for long-term, sustainable, high-quality development. Here in Hong Kong, we share the same vision. Hong Kong has unique advantages in developing AI. Under the one country, two systems framework, Hong Kong continues to enjoy the free flow of capital, information, and talent, backed by robust rule of law and strong protection of intellectual property. 3 of our universities are among the world's top 20 in AI and data science, and another 2 are among the top 50. We are the convergence point for mainland and international data, and we attract talents from around the world. The Greater Bay Area is where high-end manufacturing capabilities and cutting-edge technologies simultaneously reside. For AI developers and innovators, as well as businesses, Hong Kong is the place to be. Building on these strengths, we are adopting a twin-track approach. We are developing AI as a strategic industry in its own right, and we are also harnessing AI as a powerful enabler across the economy. We call this AI+. This is a process that must be accelerated. That is why, in the budget delivered 2 weeks ago, we announced the establishment of the Committee on AI+ and Industry Development Strategy. Its mission is to bring together experts from academia, business enterprises, and our science and technology parks to map out how AI can be more deeply integrated into different sectors and industry. Our initial focus is on health technology and embodied intelligence. In health technology, AI is already creating enormous benefits. It is helping scientists predict molecular structures, accelerate drug discovery, and strengthen clinical research. It may also transform clinical trials and care. Through approaches such as digital twins, health tech is a natural area of strength for Hong Kong, given our world-class medical professionals, schools, and healthcare institutions. In embodied intelligence, we are seeing rapid advances and increasingly mature applications. Hong Kong's dense and complex urban development provides an ideal testbed for smart mobility, logistics, and surface robots. Solutions proven here, where safety and reliability standards are world-class, will be well-placed to scale to other cities around the world. Yet technology is only one side of the story. At the heart of innovation are people. Our greatest asset is talent, and talent recruitment and development lies in the center of our strategy. We are investing in education to build AI literacy, ensuring that our young people acquire the skills required for the jobs of tomorrow. Equally important is upskilling our workforce to help them adapt as the nature of the work evolves. That is why in the budget, we propose an AI training for all initiative to enhance AI training and education for students, the working population, and the wider community. Our goal is to strengthen AI readiness across the society so our people, business can stay competitive in a fast-changing economy. For all these initiatives, we look to partners like Lenovo to join hands with us. Innovation thrives only in an ecosystem where government, academia, and industry work closely together. Lenovo's deep strengths in AI and its experience in deploying AI solutions across industries can provide valuable support to Hong Kong's efforts. This event today is a splendid example of that ecosystem in action. It brings together global enterprises, innovative startups, and leading academic institutions. By connecting ideas with real-world use cases, it will help accelerate the practical application of AI so that it addresses concrete challenges and delivers tangible benefits to businesses and the community. As we move forward, we must also remember that technology must ultimately serve the society as a whole. It is vital that AI and robotics are developed and deployed responsibly with transparency, fairness, and respect for privacy and human dignity. The Hong Kong SAR government has begun work on new frameworks for AI governance, including in financial services. As new technologies and applications emerge, we will continue to refine our policies and regulatory approach in close dialogue with the stakeholders at home and abroad. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank Lenovo for hosting this meaningful event and for providing a valuable platform for sharing knowledge and experience, as well as fostering collaboration. I would also like to thank all participants here for your dedication to advancing technology and your willingness to share experience and expertise. Let us seize the moment, keep pushing boundaries, and build a future where technology empowers everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Paul Chan. Please remain on stage to enjoy a video with us. Ladies and gentlemen, we have prepared for you another special video. Please enjoy.
Today, I'm thrilled to announce that Lenovo will be the official global technology partner of FIFA, the biggest event in the history, powered by Lenovo.
Lenovo's technology will enable the delivery of the largest and most inclusive sports event in the world for the players and for all the fans, empowering them to be much more connected and closer to the game.
Now, please give a round of applause to invite Mr. Ken Wong back on stage, joined by our Lenovo RoboDog in action, and he is carrying a surprise. RoboDog is carrying a special edition FIFA football for the Honorable Paul Chen. Proud to be FIFA's technology partner for the World Cup, we are uniting Hong Kong talent and tech experts to enhance the integration of technology and sports, creating an innovative AI and sports ecosystem that connects audiences around the world. Thank you very much, Honorable Paul Chen. Please be seated. Ken, please remain on stage for the keynote session on hybrid AI vision.
Wow, I was walking with the dog, a robo-dog, and I imagine that. So thank you again to Secretary Chan, and thank you to all of our guests for being with us today. So earlier, I talked about how AI is evolving, moving beyond screens, beyond experimentation, and into the real world. So now I want to talk about what actually makes that evolution work at scale. It takes responsible architecture, governance, and operational disciplines. This is why hybrid AI is the new standard. Now, it is the ultimate path to bring AI to everyone. So let us begin with personal AI. Many of us do not just use one device. We have phones, we have tablets, we have PCs. And these used to be three separate worlds. And hybrid AI turns them into one continuous experience. Your data, your knowledge, moving with you securely across every device. And what makes this powerful is when personal AI moves beyond reacting, but begins to perceive. This is the thinking behind Lenovo Kira, our personal AI agent that can see what you see and hear what you hear, and most importantly, always with your permission. Now, over time, it grows more like you and eventually become your personal AI twin without compromising privacy or security. Now, earlier this year, we introduced this vision. Here in Hong Kong right now, you'll see what it means in practice. Enterprises face the same challenge, but just at a much larger scale. Fragmented data, disconnected system, decision that takes too long. Now, this is the reality of enterprise AI because it's not simple, it's complex. And the future of enterprise AI is not just one big model. It is a coordinated system of models and agents working together to deliver outcomes. But as AI becomes more powerful, privacy and security have become even more important. Now, many emerging frameworks and agentic-based approaches were built for speed and experiment, but not for enterprise-grade governance, compliance, or data protection. So that creates real risk, and I would say a big risk for organizations operating at scale. Now, today, enterprises are deploying AI across operations, finance, and customer experiences, and so on and so forth. But too often, these efforts live in silo. Nothing is connected. The result? Friction, duplicated cost, and gaps in oversight. And as AI becomes more agentic, those gaps becomes harder to manage, which is why so many AI initiatives stall at proof of concept. Now, this is where intelligent model orchestration comes in. the foundation of any AI super agent. AI that automatically select the right model for the right task and at the right time, without compromising enterprise data. At the center is Agent Core, understanding intent, connecting tools and data, and learning from every interaction. In real environments, one agent is never enough. You need multiple agents working together across domains securely to deliver a single outcome. This is multi-agent collaboration and in action. Now, these are all powered by a global network of 23 innovation centers solving these challenges at scale. The level of orchestration does not happen by accident. To scale AI safely and reliably, enterprises need a consistent foundation behind the scenes. Now, this is why we built the Lenovo Hybrid AI Advantage. Now, it starts with the Lenovo AI Factory. That is the engine that turns model and data into deployable, governed enterprise solutions. It generates token that powers AI workloads. And this is a new digital commodity behind every intelligent outcome. And above that sits the AI library, which is a catalog of proven, reusable, and customizable AI solutions that accelerate adoption. This is how we make AI simple across industries and functions like supply chain, customer services, marketing, and more. And what brings it all together are Lenovo AI services, helping customers to move from strategy to implementation to ongoing operations. Now together, this is the Lenovo Hybrid AI Advantage. Now let me show you what this looks like in the real world. Now, Lenovo is proud to be a global technology partner of Formula One. And each race weekend, we just had one in Melbourne, and the coming one is in Shanghai. And each one, there are more than 650 terabytes of data processed and produced in real time. The data is received and distributed through Lenovo technology, from PC and workstation to server storage, and of course, advanced solutions. And for the 2026 season, which just began, Neptune liquid technology is boosting performance with significant energy saving in all F1 data centers running around the world. Now, at another customer, Hisense, one of the world's leading consumer electronic and home appliance company. Now, AI-driven smart manufacturing solution cuts system alert by 40% and sped up incident investigation by 50%. This is agentic AI embedded into daily operation, predicting issues and taking actions in real time. And this is exactly where Lenovo focuses. Now, we don't wait for the next wave of AI to arrive. We anticipate it, plan for it, and build for it. Now, because the next big wave of AI is already taking place, and this is where enterprise AI evolves again. Agentic AI can reason, plan, and coordinate action. The next evolution goes further. It will bring intelligence into real world, and that as physical AI takes that step. Robots, autonomous vehicle, drones, and intelligent devices. You think of it as sensing the environment, processing and reasoning in real time, and take intelligent actions in the real physical world. With our partner, WeRide, we are enabling advanced autonomous vehicles through a high-performance computing platform already deployed worldwide. I recently had a chance to ride in one of myself, and it was really, really cool. But beyond the experience, what impressed me most was the orchestration behind it. real-time perception, decision-making, and motion, all powered by hybrid AI. Now, under the hood, this is powered by Lenovo's Level 4 autonomous driving domain controller, delivering up to 2,000 TOPS of AI compute. In a time it takes a human to blink, this system performs billions of AI operations to understand what is happening around the vehicle. And importantly, we're the only Tier 1 manufacturer globally capable of mass producing a fully integrated autonomous driving domain controller at scale. Now, making this the most powerful computing platform supporting advanced autonomy. And I'm excited to say WeRide has now expanded this vehicle to here in the city, Hong Kong. Another example, and with the State Grid of Corporation of China, we deploy a fully coordinated air-ground inspection system operating in high-voltage environment. Now, instead of sending people into those dangerous zones, right, a robot handles the inspection, navigating tight spaces, rough ground, and hazardous area with ease. Now, the impact is very measurable. An 80% reduction in manual patrol workload, complete coverage of critical infrastructure, and a 98% detection accuracy rate. This is physical AI embedded into mission-critical operation where safety, reliability, and accuracy are non-negotiable. But last year, we introduced hybrid AI as the future. This year, we're showing why hybrid AI is no longer optional, and it is how AI actually works. From personal AI to enterprise AI, we, Lenovo, is helping organizations to move faster, safer, and with trust and confidence. Because the next era of AI leadership will not be defined by who builds the biggest model. It is actually by who makes AI operational, trusted, and scalable. So this is the Lenovo hybrid AI vision. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you, Ken. Now, we will move on to enterprise and hybrid AI. Now, may I invite Mrs. Linda Yao to share insights on delivering outcome-based solutions.
Good morning, everyone. You have just seen the power of enterprise AI in action, under pressure. And while most of us don't have the pressure of performing at lightning speed in front of millions of fans, we know from talking with customers like those of you here today that many of us still face growing pressure to deploy AI in ways that create value, operate at scale, and maintain security and privacy. If you are responsible for AI in your organization, you're being asked to do at least 3 things simultaneously. Number 1, move those pilots into production. Number 2, prove that return on investment quickly. And number 3, do it securely, do it at scale, don't disrupt the business. As we all know, this is not an easy task. That is why we built the Lenovo Hybrid AI Advantage, the framework that Ken showed earlier. This full-stack framework brings together everything you need to deploy and scale AI, and without business disruption. Let me show you how. First, the AI Factory is the engine behind every AI solution that we deliver. It is where the foundation lives, the infrastructure, from our workstations all the way to our Neptune water-cooled servers that Charles will walk you through shortly. It's also home to Lenovo's suite of AI-native delivery platforms, which we call XIQ. I will go deeper into XIQ this afternoon. But at a high level, these platforms and toolkits power the AI solutions that we bring to market, solutions that are fundamentally transforming how companies operate, compete, and grow. That's why strengthening the engine and infrastructure behind those solutions is so critical. With Lenovo's AI Factory, we make AI faster to deploy, easier to manage, and build it on a foundation that is secure, trusted, and governed. Next is the Lenovo AI Library, which is unlike anything else in the industry. This is where you can really see how Lenovo is making enterprise AI simple. It contains hundreds of proven solutions, ready to be tailored to your business scenario. These solutions are already working for customers across multiple industries, like the ones that many of you work in today. When you start with the library, you can get to value faster, often in under 1 fiscal quarter, with far less risk. While some of these solutions are cross-industry and can be applied to almost any organization, other solutions are specifically designed for your industry vertical. For example, let's take manufacturing. As you know, almost every product goes through a manufacturing process, and some of these can include hundreds of interactions and transactions around the world. So making sure that all of this runs smoothly, that can be complicated. To help companies manage this scale, we built our supply chain super agents. These allow companies to manage the entire process like a finely tuned orchestra. We even use them at Lenovo, where we build and ship more PCs than anyone in the world. For example, take our new ThinkBook Auto Twist. I love mine, but it's made up by more than 2,700 components, and they all come from different corners of the world. The supply chain AI super agent brings them all together. It uses AI to get every part to the right place at the right time, so that no matter what happens, from severe weather to supply shortages, the process keeps moving without a beat. And once the PCs are assembled, they are shipped to more than 180 markets worldwide. With our team of supply chain AI agents, we can always find the best route to get our products to you quickly. That is Lenovo Global Local in action. These supply chain agents, they're a super popular solution in our AI library that manufacturing and logistics customers can use to run their operations with visibility, coordination, and speed. Let me show you one more example from our AI library. An enterprise knowledge super agent that brings together an organization's proprietary data, their domain-specific knowledge, and their choice of AI model, all in order to transform data into real-time insights that their people can use. This enterprise knowledge super agent is a solution that we brought to life in the sports arena with FIFA. As FIFA's official technology partner, Lenovo brings full-stack solutions and operations intelligence to power the most complex logistics and data events in history. The super agent looks at enhancing and elevating the game, as well as the enterprise operations. FIFA is one of the world's most data-rich organizations, with hundreds of matches every year, thousands of players that we follow around the world, and millions of data points. Things like game highlights, your favorite player stats, social media postings, and more. Altogether, these amount to petabytes of data. That is enough to fill 500 billion pages of text. Good luck reading that. So mining this data in a secure manner, that can be a huge challenge. But Lenovo worked with FIFA to create a customized enterprise knowledge agent called the Football AI Pro. This next-gen solution directs an entire team of AI agents to search through FIFA's vast data archives and deliver the right information in seconds. Here's what that looks like in action. Coaches can consider how their tactics can work against an opponent before their next match. Players can get personalized match analysis in near real time. And analysts can compare team patterns using video clips and even 3D avatars that bring data to life. And Football AI Pro understands multiple languages, so it can interact with all 48 teams who will be competing at the 2026 Men's World Cup. This is one step closer to Lenovo's vision of bringing smarter AI to all. As you saw, this enterprise knowledge orchestration operates at a global scale. It's not just your everyday chatbot. This is an AI super agent that operates seamlessly across languages and federations. So imagine this applied to your legal archive, your supply chain database, your R&D portfolio. The hybrid AI advantage is all about moving enterprise AI from pilot to production, faster, with less risk, and with proof of impact for your stakeholders. So how do you bring these super agents and all these great AI solutions with speed, accuracy, and security into your organization? Lenovo AI services provide that answer. Lenovo's AI services are the essential toolkit that take the power of our factory and turn them into real business outcomes. Wherever you are in your AI journey, we will meet you where you are and take you as far as you need to go. If you're not sure where to start, we'll show you what's possible and help you develop your path. If you already know the outcomes you want, we will deploy the right solution to deliver them quickly. And we have services to manage your enterprise AI for the long term, keeping it optimized while freeing you up to stay focused on your core business. Just as importantly, with technologies like Lenovo TrueScale, you will get the flexibility to scale up and down according to your needs. TrueScale is our as-a-service delivery model that gives you a scalable, secure, pay-as-you-go method for accessing the best IT solutions in a cost-effective manner. It allows organizations of all sizes to adopt, scale, and manage the best technology with a flexible consumption model. That means no need for large upfront capital investments. And it means that the market changes, or if your business evolves, your technology infrastructure, it responds accordingly and immediately. So let me close on just a few thoughts. First, enterprise AI, it's no longer about experimentation. It is about execution. It's about moving from isolated pilots to production at scale, from ideas to measurable impact for your people, from complexity to clarity and confidence. The Lenovo Hybrid AI Advantage is the framework that brings together the factory, the library, and the services into one integrated and governed approach. Because AI is only transformational when it actually works, and when it works reliably, responsibly, and at enterprise scale. Now, to show you how the infrastructure foundation makes all of this possible, please join me in welcoming Charles Ferland. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. Next, please join us in welcoming Mr. Charles Ferland to share on powering enterprise AI in real time.
Good morning. In the global race for the AI leadership, the conversation has often been around the AI model itself. But for the leader in this room, who represents the backbone of the Asian economy, we know that the enterprise AI is really starting with the data. Every click, every transaction, every smart city, and every container moving through our port generates an opportunity. Whereas gathering data without a clear strategy is just an overhead. So today, I'm going to walk you through how do we convert this overhead into a tangible business asset. To capture that value, your infrastructure must be as fluid as your data. Either your data lives in the cloud, on your own local data center, or somewhere at the edge in your smart factory somewhere in Vietnam. We need to move past the debate about cloud first or on-premise only. We're in the era of hybrid AI. Without the right infrastructure, your AI can't succeed. It's like having a high-performance engine without the right fuel. It's a great concept, but it won't move your business forward. You've seen this before, but this is why we have the Lenovo hybrid AI advantage, to turn your data into action. We're not just selling hardware. Our validated AI factory solution industrialize your data in your supply chain, on your manufacturing site, in your marketing department, or creating a safer workplace for your employees. In today's economy, AI must operate in real time. Stop credit card fraud as it happens, analyzing MRI data where it's actually generated. And if your data happens to live in the cloud, you really need to have more flexibility because you'll have to move things around from your premise to the cloud. Definitely scalability is going to be paramount to your data because for sure the data is going to scale and grow over time. But the speed and the performance to convert your data into an action is paramount to your success and beat your competition in the marketplace. This isn't just theoretical. 8 of the top 10 largest cloud service providers runs on Lenovo. When the world's most data-intensive companies need to scale, they trust Lenovo engineering. And we bring that same expertise, that same know-how and craftsmanship into your private enterprise environment. We don't just supply technology. We engineer systems that define the industry. Our global manufacturing network allows us to build high-quality product with precision. And because we operate in 180 markets, we always deploy that with local expertise. But we also recognize that in today's regulatory and social climate, your infrastructure must be responsible. And this brings me to Lenovo Neptune liquid cooling. This is now our 6th generation of liquid cooling system. We have over 14 years of experience in that environment. As your AI workloads, power demand increase, traditional air-cooled system is no longer a viable option for the sustainable enterprise. Lenovo liquid cooling technology can extract 40% or reduce by 40% the energy consumed by your data center component, right? All of this while increasing and boosting the performance. This helps us to bridge the aggressive AI goals that we have and still respect the critical ESG commitment that we've made. That level of innovation really sets the stage for the next era of AI. Up until now, we've been focused around building AI, these massive AI cloud deployment, training the models. The next era is really about using AI at speed, at scale, across every functions of your business. Now, this is where AI inferencing comes into play. This is why AI inferencing comes into play. Sorry, we got the wrong slide here. Either it's an agent closing a sales, or either it's a computer vision stopping a production error on your supply chain, AI inferencing becomes the heartbeat of the modern enterprise. But we're moving forward with some of the classic bottlenecks that we have experienced. Now, more than ever, there's a critical bottleneck about the memory, the amount of memory needed to scale your AI projects. The latency, or the speed to convert your data to action, is also crucial to your AI success. Securing your data wherever it lives and whoever can access it is paramount to the integrity of your AI projects. And while there's soaring costs of energy, maintaining those costs under control is going to be important to meet the business cases of your AI. We cannot run tomorrow's business using yesterday's bottleneck. So that's why at Lenovo, we're solving these challenges with a purpose-built design portfolio. Today, I'm excited to introduce some of the most optimized AI inferencing portfolio in the industry. First, let me start with the ThinkSystem SR675i. Internally, we call it the Beast, simply because it holds 8 world records for AI performance. For the healthcare partner out there, imagine streaming 30 gigabytes of sensitive MRI information and analyzing that data on a server like this and providing life-changing results within seconds without ever leaving the secure perimeter of your infrastructure. Next, the ThinkSystem SR650i. This is really the sweet spot server. It's an extreme versatile server that can host most of the AI workload today. For the financial services partner in the room today, this is the difference between fraud detection in real time or being reactive. Every card swipe, every login, every transaction is securely analyzed by advanced AI model and providing a remediation solution within milliseconds. So your customer can enjoy seamless banking, and you have a smarter, faster fraud detection system. Finally, the ThinkEdge SE455i. This is the anywhere server. This is a server that you can deploy in far remote location. Why? That's where your data is actually created. It's a very small form factor. It has unique security features that sets us apart from the competition. You can deploy this in a small shop or in a hot warehouse. It turns the video feed into insights. For retailer partners in the room, this is the difference between analyzing the cameras in the store and recognizing an empty shelf with sold-out products and an automated restock solution. No lag, no delay, just instant intelligence. As AI evolves, your enterprise should evolve too. With Lenovo consumption-based model through scale, we can offer infrastructure as a service. That, combined with the hybrid AI factory services, is the easiest way to deploy and manage predictable, outcome-based AI inferencing workloads. The transformation AI is no secret. It no longer represents a future roadmap, but a present reality. And through the right infrastructure, through the right services, and the strategic partnership, we can help you turn your data into actions. Our next speaker is actually the Lenovo Global CIO, Art Hu. He will show you exactly how these technologies are being deployed to solve some of the world's biggest challenges. Thank you.
Lenovo will help FIFA to drive our core mission, to continue making football truly global.
Lenovo's innovations will help FIFA deliver personalized, immersive, and interactive experiences for the next generation of football fans. Lenovo's global footprint from the pocket to the cloud means FIFA can rely on more secure solutions at scale. The world's gone football, and it's powered by Lenovo AI.
Now, may I invite Mr. Art Hu to share Lenovo's tech partnership with FIFA. Art, please.
Good morning, Hong Kong. As you just saw, Lenovo is partnering with FIFA to elevate global football. The FIFA World Cup 2026, it's not just any tournament. It's going to be the largest in history. 48 teams playing across 3 host countries, more than 6 billion fans watching across 6 continents. When you operate at that scale, technology isn't just a support. It's not a nice to have. It really becomes part of the game. And that's why, as technology partner to FIFA, Lenovo's commitment is clear. We want to use technology to elevate every aspect of the sport. And that is from the pitch to the broadcast booth to the cheering sections in the stand. Our approach is focused on 4 domains that cut across the entire FIFA ecosystem. You can see here the fan experience. Well, how do we get more fans engaged and immersed in the experience? How do we help the teams and the players, because they're the ones who are going to create the excitement on the pitch that we're experiencing? The broadcast. As many people who are able to enjoy it in person, there is an order of magnitude more of fans who are going to experience it through some sort of broadcast. And then finally, bringing it together, because there's so much complexity on the event and the operational management. Okay, so this is a bit of a different session you've seen as they get set up, to share more about how we've built our partnership and how we're powering the world's biggest event of 2026. I'm excited to have Romy Guy, the Chief Commercial Officer for FIFA, join me on stage. Romy, please. Please have a seat.
Thank you, Art. So first, good morning, everybody. Are you ready for the World Cup or not?
Woo!
Okay. Let's listen to the vibes.
All right, so please have a seat, Romy, and we'll get ourselves settled. First of all, for the audience here, Romy, we owe a special thanks. He is, speaking of real time, making an almost real-time appearance to join us, coming in just a few minutes ago from Europe. There's a lot of navigational complexities there, so we're really lucky to have you here, Romy. With that in mind, let's jump right in. We've been partnering with you now about 18 months or so, I think. Yep. So in that time, what has really stood out about Lenovo as technology partner to FIFA?
Well, there are multiple, let's say, elements that contributing, making this, our story so interesting and powerful. Probably the main 2 I would like to mention this morning are 2, because the first is the brand, because FIFA historically is surrounded by iconic brands, big companies that are with us since decades, considering that the average of the partnership that we have stays since at least 30 years. We have a couple of those that stay 50 years and one 70 years. So really a long story behind. And so we are very pleased to have Lenovo joining this set of super brand, because immediately when you see the brand, when you see the color, when you listen the name, the quality of what is behind the scenes rise to our mind. That is, I guess, another perfect marriage between one technological company and FIFA. So this is for us a very relevant element. The other one is, let's say, sleeping better. You know why? Because historically, this is the first time that FIFA has a technology partner. And clearly, we were obliged in the past to use different suppliers in different parts of our needs. But finally, having one single company that can say and answer to all our questions, to all our needs, in a simple way, like we are really able to deliver to us, is perfect. So we can be sure that behind the scenes everything works, and be concentrated in delivering the biggest event, not only in sport, ever. So I'm extremely happy to be here at the Tech World here in Hong Kong this morning with you, Art, with all your guests because it's another opportunity to talk about football, to talk about, as my colleague said in the video, make it that football truly global, and this time we will do it together.
Wonderful. No, I think, Romy, that's really terrific to hear, because the integration, as you talked about, is really key, and that helps remove a lot of the friction, because everyone can hear and can see the complexity. And there's so many exciting areas that Lenovo and FIFA are partnering in today. And you can see on the slide the breadth, and it is just a partial list, right? Fan experience, broadcast, football-specific AI technologies. For you, and obviously you're a football fan for life as well, of the many solutions that we've developed together, what's one for the room here that you think will have a really big impact upon the fans?
Well, there are many, because as you properly said at the beginning, there are 4 pillars of our cooperation. By the way, what is even more important is the capacity that you have to be continuously capable to innovate and to be every day upfront with the new, let's say, solution that you can provide to us. This is a great support to us. So as you say, we have 4 pillars that we need to take into account. The first are the fan, because clearly we want that everywhere in the world the fan can enjoy these 5 weeks of great football all together, and the capacity to deliver the best experience we can to the fan is super relevant, super important. Also because going across different ages, there are different needs, and some of those can be even better covered by contribution of technology, to have the feeling that even if you are at the stadium, you can enjoy more. If you are at home following TV, you can have, because as all the young generation are multitasking, using 2, 3 screens at the same time, they are looking for more, they are looking for something different, and altogether we can provide this kind of experience. One good example is the hologram booths that is adding something never seen before, the capacity for every fan to have a moment with his preferred superstar, and joining a moment of, let's say, emotion that can share with his friends on the social media. This is something, it's just a small example, but it's super cool. I experienced for the first time, because we had last December the E-World Cup, the World Cup for the E-Games, and we had a booth with our president, part of this new experience, welcoming the crowd at the venue. It was people queuing to have the chance to have a selfie with the hologram booth. So it's a great experience. You need to try.
No, absolutely. I'm definitely going to try and get one with your boss, the FIFA president, Mr. Infantino, as well. But I think, Romy, what you mentioned is so great, because it's new technology, new experience, and it's also about bringing new fans in. Speaking of technology, because it is Tech World today, the holograms remind me of something we're also working with you on, which is the FIFA VAR, for the video assistant referee, with the 3D reconstruction avatars. And that's going to be used right in the game. Here we're working with you to create the photorealistic player twins that Linda spoke about. And that's going to be used for the referee review. We're using these AI-enabled 3D avatars of the world's greatest players, so that, and all of the players who will be in FIFA for the World Cup 2026, so that they are represented more realistically than ever before. And that's going to help with the officials as well. And I think that's something fans can appreciate as well.
Yeah, it's true, because clearly the support of the technology in the pitch has grown dramatically in the last years. The first was the introduction of the goal line technology, and then the VAR, and now other technology are coming soon. And your support in adding something that can simplify the work of the VAR team with the hologram that replicate as a twin the player, can help to visualize better in the moment that you need to take a critical decision. So it's another step on where technology, in a very smooth way, very easy way, can come not to be, let's say, protagonists where they have not to be, but just support to deliver the best experience for the team that is working, providing the best support for the referee that is in the pitch. This is another great add-on that I'm sure that will be really, really impressive during the World Cup.
Yes, and there's a lot more that we're working on. As you mentioned, in addition, technology around the RefCam is something that we are working on as well. And so the story here of the partnership with FIFA is that when we first rolled out RefCam in 2025, it didn't work very well for broadcasting, which is where the vast majority of fans would experience it and engage with it. And so here, I think you can see the intense motion, right? Running, pivoting, right? That's what makes football real, and we wanted to bring that into the device. You mentioned many young fans especially are working across multiple devices, a phone, a tablet, a screen. And so we worked with FIFA to develop the RefCam AI stabilizer to help fix the output real time. That blends together the latest in AI technology, but also with the way that FIFA is looking to evolve the game. It's not just technology, but it's actually helping advance the state of football, because we know it cannot be the same forever. And FIFA's mission is to continue to push the sport forward globally.
You're right, because we tested last summer for the first time ever. It was the first tournament where the RefCam was authorized to be used. It was a last-minute decision to work together on this project, even though the experience we got was amazing for everybody. The broadcaster loved it. The fan finally was capable to live the experience of the referee during a match, how complex his work to be always in the right moment, in the right part of the pitch, supporting any key decision. But as you said, this introduction clearly shows that we need something more to make it better, because all the buffering, the pivoting around the players and the referee itself running, at the end the experience was not really perfect according to the needs of the old broadcasters. And introducing AI that can stabilize all the images that we can record live during any action, now is finally something that you can really enjoy and experience live. So this makes a difference. And you see, in a very short time, from last summer to now, the quality of the outcome is completely different.
Yes.
And this is the beauty of having Lenovo on our side with us.
No, thank you, Romy. I think if you haven't seen it, you should experience it. It really adds a different dimension. And so what's really interesting here is we've talked about the breadth of the partnership. We've talked about the iteration, as you said, that we want to move very quickly together for the fans. And I think it's great to hear, right, from someone within FIFA and also a soccer fan and football expert. It's really great to hear. Now, if we think about the last part, that's not as visible, but is equally important. I think for us, part of the thrill of working with you and FIFA, Romy, is the pressure, honestly, because there is no bigger stage where you have to perform real time in front of such a huge global audience.
Yes, I'm shaking a bit because it's less than 100 days to go, so yes. We are really almost there. Yes, as I said at the beginning, it will be not only the biggest sport ever, it will be the biggest event ever in the history, because we will play 104 matches with 48 teams for the first time across 3 states, 16 cities, the 2 farthest 4,000 kilometers one to each other. So clearly the level of complexity that we will experience at every level, logistics, security, any kind of support that we need to provide for fans, for players, for teams, is really, really critical to be managed in a smooth way. And again, your support make this stuff a little bit more accessible also for us in a proper way. We always say that to our American friends that next summer will be like hosting 104 Super Bowl in 5 weeks. And they don't understand this because it seems too big, but it will be even bigger than that. Honestly, nobody feel and realize already how big this World Cup this coming summer will be amazing. And all the level of complexity that we can deliver with your hybrid AI infrastructure supporting all the key decisions that must be taken immediately when there is an issue to solve. It's crucial that we can have this kind of support behind the scenes.
No, exactly, Romy. I think if we look at, we talked about the full stack hybrid AI infrastructure and the hybrid AI advantage. We do the intelligent command center, which figures out the logistics and the communications. There's smart wayfinding about how we can provide a better experience to get from your seat at home to the seat in the stadium and back safely. And I think at the end of the day, Romy, briefly, as we come to time here, if we look about pulling all of this together, because we've covered the breadth, we've covered the innovation, we've covered the speed, we've covered our joint ambition, what gives you the most confidence in this partnership as we wrap this up?
I briefly said before, your capacity to continuing innovating. This is probably the key point that we are not techno people. We just use the technology that you teach us how to do it. But understanding your daily capacity in continue innovating and suggesting new solutions, new ideas. At the very beginning, honestly, if you remember where we had the first meeting, starting discussion, how we can eventually partner, honestly, I have in mind possibly 2-3 solutions only that can be really capable to make a good add-on in our daily life. Now we saw in the slide that you presented is much bigger than that. Imagine what can be tomorrow. So the question is for you, what's next?
No, Romy, it's perfect. I think we have to leave a little bit of suspense. As you said, 100 days to go. We're really looking forward to supporting you and creating the biggest and best World Cup ever this year. And so I think with that, we've seen the partnership that we've built, and I think we've seen the excitement about bringing technology to the football of sport, and I think, or to the sport of football. And I think, Romy, you really put it perfectly. This puts these two organizations together, Lenovo and FIFA, which is football unites the world, and Lenovo bringing smarter AI for all together.
And we need to play as a team.
Absolutely.
On the pitch, because as a team, we are stronger.
Absolutely. Everyone, please join me in thanking Romy, Guy, for an insightful conversation.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Art. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Art and Romy, for that fascinating look into the FIFA Tech Insights. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Amal Babu to share on personal AI vision for Hong Kong and beyond.
Oh, can't wait for the FIFA matches to begin. Good morning. I know it's been a long session. Good morning. Thank you. That's much better. Thank you very much. Wonderful. It's just wonderful to be back here in Hong Kong. You know, Tech World has become bigger, it's become better. It's actually become more international as well. Today we have customers and partners from across our Southeast Asia countries. So thank you everyone for flying in from all over Southeast Asia. It's wonderful to have you here. So this is the second time that I'm joining Tech World, and it's now become not just a Lenovo event, but an industry event. So now at Lenovo, we believe technology exists for one fundamental reason: to improve the lives and the quality of life. Now, we are much more than the world's #1 PC company. We are now a company shaping the future of AI. And with AI, we have an opportunity to make that impact much smarter, much more inclusive, and truly human-centric. That belief is what guides us and what you will hear from us today. You heard about enterprise AI, you heard about hybrid AI. I'm going to talk about personal AI. How does this AI impact you and me as individuals? And how do we use AI for our own personal effort apart from what we do at the enterprise? Now, I have to keep track of the, Now, at its core, when you talk about technology, when you talk about AI, it's actually really about one thing. It's about integrating data and knowledge seamlessly across multiple devices. Now, all of us use more than one device, many more devices. all of us, of course, have a smartphone. This is my Motorola Razr. We have our PC. We have a smartwatch, my Moto smartwatch. We have smart glasses. We have tablets. We have multiple devices. When we look at the data that all of these devices put together, they generate a huge amount of data. Now, invariably, we see this data not talking to each other. They are all resting in different places. How do you now bring all of this together? How do you make across these devices our photos, our files, our contacts, our personal data all coming together? This fragmentation of data creates friction, and it limits how intelligent technology can truly be for us. Now, imagine a technology that can see what you see, hear what you hear. Imagine one personal AI that works alongside you, not replacing you, of course, but understands your preferences, learns over time, learns what you like, learns how you work, how you engage, understands your preferences, understands it's the context, short-term, long-term, but always with your permission on how you will want it to work with you. Through the context that you choose to share. It can see, what you hear. It can actually, over a period of time, start understanding more and more of what you are. You interact with it naturally. And while it orchestrates seamlessly across your devices to support what you're trying to do. Personal AI connects your data, your content, and your context into focus and momentum, so that over a period of time, it actually starts understanding you. It starts knowing you. It actually starts thinking like you, aligned to your priorities, aligned to your habits, aligned to your intent. It acts for you, with your permission again, of course, anticipating your needs, reducing this friction between different devices, and accelerating confident action. It's not an AI that imitates you. It's an AI that understands you, becomes your personal twin, and helping you achieve more every day. Now, what I'm talking about might sound a bit of fantasy. I talked about different devices, data, learning about you, seeing what you see, hearing what you hear, thinking like you, acting like this. You might wonder, is it actually feasible? And yes, it is feasible. And that's where Lenovo's vision of one personal AI, multiple devices, comes to life. Everything you use, PCs, tablets, smartphones, wearables, actually work together as one. You might have data across all of these devices, but this intelligence that resides in all of your devices follows you seamlessly across different form factors, across different experiences without any interruption. And that's how personal AI becomes truly personal. Not tied to a single device, it's multiple devices, but present where you are. So it's my absolute pleasure to present to you Lenovo Kira. We introduced Lenovo Kira at Tech World at CES recently, and it is our first personal AI super agent that brings this vision to life. Now, Kira is a built-in intelligence across all of Lenovo's broad portfolio of products, available anytime, anywhere, for everyone, to individuals, to obviously each of us as workers in the enterprises. It redefines technology as a personal ambient intelligence. It's not like a tool that you want to use. It's actually like an intelligence that works with you continuously and naturally. It's actually a way of bringing this whole vision of personal AI, multiple devices, to life. It's designed to make your and my life easier, showing up as one consistent AI experience. From any device, whatever you are doing, you can simply say, hey Kira, press the Kira key on your keyboard, or tap the Kira pill on your screen. You can interact with it in different ways, but it will be there always for you, learning, thinking, seeing, understanding, and with your permission, acting like you. So let's take a look at how intelligent Kira is.
Feijoada is traditionally served with white rice, farofa, and orange slices.
Now, it's amazing how most of the time any of these examples of AI end up being about food. And as you can see, I love food, right? I really enjoy food. And when I come here to Hong Kong, I have a very big weakness. I just love the egg tarts that are there in Hong Kong. Now, over a period of time, Lenovo Kira also has learned that I love egg tarts because it can understand what I do. And Lenovo Kira obviously also knows that I exercise today, so I think I'm eligible for an egg tart with the calories that it brings. And so, I've given the power to Kira to decide whether I should eat one. And also, so Kira is smart enough to go identify that there are lot of great places to buy egg tarts from. But I heard Tai Chong, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, is the best place for egg tarts. So Kira, because I've given it permission, has ordered it, taken the action to actually order egg tarts for me. And I hope that, before the time I finish, oh, it's already here. It's wonderful. I've got my egg tarts. That's fantastic. Very good. I'll come back and take this, not right now. So that's how Lenovo Kira can connect you to technology. From phones to PCs to tablets to smart devices, we are reimagining how people connect with technology. And at the center of it is going to be Lenovo Kira, a new kind of intelligence that operates at the system level, orchestrating multiple agents across Lenovo and Motorola devices. Now, this is about bringing personal AI to life. This is the solution that we've all been waiting for. You're no longer tied to one particular ecosystem, one particular device. This is truly about how it engages with you. A unified personal AI that works across your entire digital world. Every breakthrough that we have shared with you today begins with one simple focus. You, each of you as individuals, as consumers of technology, your needs, your trust, that shapes every innovation that we create. And this is how Lenovo delivers to you smarter AI for all, bringing personal AI to people everywhere at a global scale. Now, when you talk about democratizing technology, this is what it is. This is how we democratize technology and make it work for each of you individually. We are deeply committed to making sure that AI is available for everyone, empowering everyone here in Hong Kong, across Asia Pacific, consumers, society, and businesses to succeed in this new era. I hope you'll have the opportunity to fully experience the power of Lenovo's smarter tech and devices, as well as Kira. We have it on demonstration and display outside. And I hope you will start leveraging the power of Kira for your own personal efficiency and productivity, so that you realize, you see how our vision of one personal AI across multiple devices comes to life. It's been wonderful to be back here again. Thank you very much. Enjoy the show while I enjoy my egg tart. Thank you.
Thank you, Arma, for that inspiring vision. We will now take a short networking break. Please enjoy refreshments and visit our demo showcases to experience the latest technologies Lenovo has to offer. Our next session will begin at 11:10. After the break, we will have 2 panel discussions. The first panel will be conducted in English, while the second panel will be in Mandarin. If you require simultaneous interpretation, please be sure to pick up a headset at the back of the room before the panel session. See you again in around 10 minutes.
Powering every race and every emotion. The Lenovo AI PCs, servers, and services. Now that's smarter AI for all.
What the?
The most technologically advanced FIFA World Cup in history is powered by Lenovo AI, with Intel inside.
He's held the lead into the first turn. Another amazing move. Absolutely love it. Crucial moment. Does he get the plate? Great battle between these two. It's side by side between the two to win.
Powering every race and every emotion. The Lenovo AI PCs, servers, and services. Now that's smarter AI for all.
What the?
The most technologically advanced FIFA World Cup in history is powered by Lenovo AI, with Intel inside.
He's held the lead into the first turn. Another amazing move. Absolutely love it. Crucial moment. Does he get the plate? Great battle between these two. It's side by side between the two to win.
Powering every race and every emotion. The Lenovo AI PCs, servers, and services. Now that's smarter AI for all.
What the?
The most technologically advanced FIFA World Cup in history is powered by Lenovo AI, with Intel inside.
He's held the lead into the first turn. Another amazing move. Absolutely love it. Crucial moment. Does he get the plate?
Our next session will begin soon. Please return to the convention hall and
Between
be
these two.
seated.
It's side by side between the two to win.
Powering every race and every emotion. The Lenovo AI PCs, servers, and services. Now that's smarter AI for all.
What the?
The most technologically advanced FIFA World Cup in history is powered by Lenovo AI, with Intel inside.
He's held the lead into the first turn. Another amazing move. Absolutely love it. Crucial moment. Does he get the plate? Great battle between these two. It's side by side between the two to win.
Powering every race and every emotion. The Lenovo AI PCs, servers, and services. Now that's smarter AI for all.
What the?
Our first panel discussion will start in 1 minute. Please return to the convention hall and be seated.
The most technologically advanced FIFA World Cup in history is powered by Lenovo AI, with Intel inside.
He's held the lead into the first turn. Another amazing move. Absolutely love it. Crucial moment. Does he get the plate? Great battle between these two. It's side by side between the two to win.
Powering every race and every emotion. The Lenovo AI PCs, servers, and services. Now that's smarter AI for all.
What the?
The most technologically advanced FIFA World Cup in history is powered by Lenovo AI, with Intel inside.
He's held the lead into the first turn. Another amazing move. Absolutely love it. Crucial moment. Does he get the
Our first panel discussion will begin now. Please return to the convention hall and be seated.
between these two? It's side by side between the two to win.
Powering every race and every emotion. The Lenovo AI PCs, servers, and services. Now that's smarter AI for all.
What the?
The most technologically advanced FIFA World Cup in history is powered by Lenovo AI, with Intel inside.
He's held the lead into the first turn. Another amazing move. Absolutely love it. Crucial moment. Does he get the plate? Great battle between these two. It's side by side between the two to win.
Powering every race and every emotion. The Lenovo AI PCs, servers, and services. Now that's smarter AI for all.
What the?
The most technologically advanced FIFA World Cup in history is powered by Lenovo AI, with Intel inside.
He's held the lead into the first turn. Another amazing move. Absolutely love it. Crucial moment. Does he get the plate? Great battle between these two. It's side by side between the two to win.
Powering every race and every emotion. The Lenovo AI PCs, servers, and services. Now that's smarter AI for all.
Welcome back. Now, please welcome our moderator, Mr. David Rabin, on stage for our first panel discussion, Race for Enterprise AI.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Art. Appreciate it. Everybody, come on back in. Let's have some fun. I hope everybody had a good morning session so far and enjoyed a coffee break. We're going to put some slides up here and some notes, and we're going to get the afternoon session rolling momentarily. So we'll just wait 1 second while the slides get rolling and the notes go up, and give you all a chance to get to your seats. There we go. All right, so I actually want to start with a bit of a bold statement, maybe even a negative statement to start our second session. If your organization is not heavily invested in making AI a critical piece of your organization, you are late. You are already falling behind. And depending on your industry, it may be harder to catch up than you think. Now, how can I say that with confidence? As Ken showed earlier, we did a survey of about 3,000 IT and business leaders around the world earlier this year. And what this year's research makes clear is that AI is no longer about experimentation. It is not about pilots, and it is not about squeezing incremental efficiency. This is about turning AI into a core operating capability. Now, AI is fundamentally reshaping how companies compete. It is changing how products are built, how decisions are made, how customers are served, and how value is created. But here is the tension we'll talk about in our panel. Most CIOs believe that AI will transform their business, but readiness to scale varies widely. Some organizations are embedding AI deep into their core operations and pulling ahead. Others are still stuck in isolated use cases, unable to move from proof of concept to enterprise-wide impact. So this is why we called the research the Race for Enterprise AI. It's available online. We can make sure you see it. The catch-up window for every company is closing, and those who delay are going to find the gap increasingly difficult, maybe even impossible to close. So today, we're going to have a panel, and we're going to explore what it's going to take to win the race. So I'd like to invite some esteemed friends from the industry. Kate Swanberg from DreamWorks Animation. Romy Guy is going to come back up for a return appearance from FIFA. And Gordon Orr, the former chairman of McKinsey Asia and a current Lenovo board member, welcome to the stage. All right, thank you all. Now, I had a little bit of a pre-wire with our panelists, and we agreed we're going to make this fun, entertaining, lively, bold, maybe throw some good stories out. So is everybody ready? All right, actually, Romy, actually, I'm going to go off script for 1 minute, because I heard from a few folks in the audience that you might know who's going to win the FIFA Men's World Cup. Can you tell us?
Yes.
All right, let us come back to that. Let's come back to that. If we get through the rest of the questions, I'll revisit. Gordon?
We do all know that England is going to win. You don't need 100 games.
All right, so we just heard from Gordon, England's going to win. I feel like the panel is already going down a bad path. Let me kind of reframe things a little bit. So, all right, let me start with an intro question for our panelists. So globally, we know that companies run the gamut on where they are in the AI adoption curve. But we are seeing progress. We're seeing companies move from the early stages of piloting or POCs to actual deployment. And actually, we're seeing the number year over year of companies that have moved into that deployment to about 60%. So, Kate, let me start with you. Where do you put your organization today in terms of AI readiness?
So at DreamWorks Animation, and in particular the content creation industry, we had to be a little cautious for a couple of years because the artists and the actors are so critical to our business. But last year, we started a series of workshops with Lenovo's AI Center of Excellence to identify areas within our business that we could actually go after. And that allowed us to target specific areas within our production that we could then deploy AI. We moved so quickly from those early discussions. We actually employed TrueScale to bring in the right hardware into our data center. By the fall, we had hired through AI services, your AI services, an AI engineer to help us architect. And I'm happy to say that we are already in deployment on targeted initiatives.
Awesome. Thank you for the plug. Kate, just for those who might not know DreamWorks Animation, what are a few of the animated films that people might recognize?
So hopefully you've heard of at least one, maybe Kung Fu Panda, perhaps Shrek, How to Train Your Dragon. DreamWorks Animation has been around for 3 decades and almost 100 different movies.
Awesome. All right. Now, Romy, let me move to you. We already heard a great bit from you with art, but what we didn't talk about is where do you think that FIFA is in the AI maturity scale? What are you kind of seeing in terms of AI at your office?
Well, let me make a step back. In 4 years from now, we will celebrate 1 century of the World Cup. The first edition was played in 1930. So next World Cup, Spain, Portugal, and Morocco, we will celebrate 1 century. But even though we are not in a mature scale of our activity, and I give you a clear example why now, in this moment, AI can be really crucial for our life cycle. And this is because we have completely changed our organizational model, basically shifting from, let's say, the last edition in 2018, where we were using what is normal in many other organizations, an LOC, no? A local organizer supporting from the country, from the hosting country. We shifted then in 2022 in Qatar in an hybrid model with a sort of joint venture between us and the country. But now in the US, Canada, and Mexico, it is the first time that FIFA deliver everything directly. The role of the LOC doesn't exist anymore. Obviously, the country should provide support in terms of custom, visa, security, the normal stuff, but all operations stay on our shoulder at every level. So you can imagine that the magnitude of information, data that we need to process every day, and since a couple of years already, if it's not supported by AI like it is now, thanks to our cooperation, honestly was not so easy like it seems. Then it's not easy. But at least we have a great support coming from this momentum that we are all together experiencing. Right. So it comes perfectly in the right time.
All right, so good for the internal business folks, but Gordon, representing the board, I'm actually going to spin the question a little bit, because the question I was going to ask you is, what should the IT leaders in the room say to the board to convince them they're ready to invest? Maybe the flip side is also, are boards around the world pushing leadership teams saying, look, I'm reading a lot about AI deployment. Are you ready?
Hey, look, I think the reason he just changed the question, because he was worried that if he asked me how is Lenovo doing on applying AI, he wouldn't like the answer. But the good news is Lenovo is actually taking its own medicine. And so when you come and talk to them, what they're doing in supply chain, what they're doing in marketing, what they're doing in product development through the use of Kira and the broader AI systems, it's all there. But I would only give it a 4 out of 5 because you haven't applied it to the board papers yet, which are still 800 pages as they were 3 years ago. So please work on that.
Fair enough.
But I think the role of the board is absolutely critical in making sure, let's start with number one, that you've got the right capabilities and the right mindset. I mean, this isn't about IT persuading anyone of anything. If the CEO isn't running around convincing people that this is the right thing to do, you're in the wrong company, guys. If you're from the IT, go find a company that's got a CEO that's committed to making AI transformational for you. Because as David said, if the CEO isn't there yet, you're in a bad space. But the role of the board is, first of all, is making sure that we understand where and how we're going to create value. And that we then allocating the capital, because this isn't free, as we all know. It's operating and capital cost to do this. That we got the right capabilities, and I think as we'll come back to, we've got the governance and controls that, whether it's the access controls, whether it's the vendor controls, whether it's the data and model controls, the board needs to be sufficiently AI literate that it knows what it's talking about on this. And to just bring that to life, I'm on the board of a financial services institution. We didn't just have our board meeting in Silicon Valley last week. We brought the top 150 members of the global management team and spent the next 3 days just visiting AI companies, startups, mid-size, and mega, to just force everyone to say, this isn't optional, this is day job. Take it home at the personal level. How do you individually create your own agents, through to how do we transform the portfolio of our businesses?
Okay. So you said something, a number of quite interesting things. The one that jumped out to me, AI is not free, right? Developing and deploying AI solutions, you have to ship money from somewhere else inside your potentially IT budget or line of business budget. So Kate, let's talk about ROI. In fact, Ken showed a dollar figure earlier that organizations are seeing about $2.73 to $2.79 return for every dollar they're spending on AI. But we're also seeing fungible benefits, I guess, customer experience and employee satisfaction, decision making, et cetera. What are you seeing at DreamWorks Animation in terms of strongest ROI for AI investments?
So it's absolutely right. It's not free and it's not magic. It's an innovation investment, and in order to do that, we are choosing that AI investment instead of something else. One of the things that I should share is that when you look at a DreamWorks Animation movie, every single thing you see on screen is created from the ground up inside the computer by the best artists and engineers on the planet. By the time we're done making just one of our movies, we've typically crafted 500 million files. At DreamWorks Animation, we are managing over 40 petabytes of active data. For 30 years, we've been creating this data. Our artists could take their time to go back and find data to reuse for our movies, and that would allow us to move quicker and faster toward our product. The problem is it's too hard. So what we're starting to do is target these AI investments in easing that digital complexity. We are not using AI to generate imagery. We have the best artists in the world for that. But in these early investments in these targeted areas, we're already seeing hundreds of thousands of dollars of ROI per movie. And these are just targeted areas. And what we're looking at is over the next few years, doing dozens of these targeted areas. It's critical for us. And on the not money side of ROI, again, we hire the best people in the world. We want to keep them at DreamWorks. They are highly sought after. We don't want them to leave. So we are putting artists in charge of identifying where to use AI in the pipeline to make their lives easier, and I cannot tell you how excited they are about that.
All right. So Romy, let me move to you. You talked earlier again with Art about the fan experience. I'm going to give you sort of a broad question and see which way you want to take this, because FIFA as a governing body also works with over 200 nations around the world to improve soccer.
More than United Nations.
Yeah, more than UN, to bring football to everyone. So let's talk about technology. You said earlier one of the things you like about partnering with Lenovo is for the first time in FIFA's history, you found one organization that can handle a wide breadth of technology solutions. So how do you see this impacting either the business side of FIFA or maybe impacting kind of the broader deployment of football around the world?
Well, our stage is clearly global because of the federation that we represent, 211. And we need also to remember to ourselves first every day that we are a no-profit organization. So the aim, the scope of our activity is to raise money, organizing tournaments, and this money will be fully redistributed to all the federations in the world. Consider that almost 75% of the federation in the world cannot even run any grassroots operation or even any kind of basic operation without our support. So our role is really crucial and fundamental for making football truly global more and more. And there is also another angle, that is the democratization of football, but also technology, because one of the discussions we had with the Lenovo team many times is how we can make accessible this new wave of technology that is landing in our ecosystem in a way that all of them, all the federations can take profit of it. This is something that we need to think about and to find a way altogether to deliver more for the benefit of everybody. Talking about the challenges, clearly being the stage so big, clearly we need to use more and more technology to engage more and faster at every level. World Cup 22 in Qatar, we reach almost 5 billion people over the tournament. But this time, considering also the increase of participating teams from 32 to 48, our analysis say that we will land around 6 billion people engaged for the 5 weeks of the tournament. And this is something that we need to manage carefully at every level, from the broadcaster level, from the fan engagement, from the team participating, coach, players. that at the end are the ultimate stars of the tournament. Talking about the broadcaster, we will produce thousands and thousands of hours of content every day, 24 hours, in multiple ways, from the immersive experience to the linear broadcaster, the one we are normally used to. And we will have more than 180 different broadcasters from all over the world that count on us for delivering properly, just on time, every kind of different content, live, highlights, behind the scenes. We will have more than 500 creators around the pitch, around the stadium to prepare something that people are not used to. It's a big jump into the future, what we will see. And again, AI and the technology support that we receive is crucial for that.
Yeah.
But we can continue on that.
It literally is the largest event in the history of the world. Will take place this summer, June and July. So I know you said earlier you were getting a little bit nervous. I'm getting nervous now for you. All right, Gordon, let's switch from global football to governance, everyone's favorite topic. So we know as the AI race has been running, governance has been slipping. And we know that from the data in our CIO playbook, only about 1/3 of organizations actually have a proper governance in place. So again, from the board perspective, you do think about governance. What are you telling companies like Lenovo, or how should the businesses in the room be thinking about putting governance in place before they start running down the enterprise AI race?
I mean, governance is not optional, is what you have to start with. And, you know, we've seen examples from both the US and Europe of, frankly, board members being successfully taken to court because they haven't put the right governance processes in place. Yeah. That's particularly true around vendors. When you're using third-party AI solutions in your company, if you haven't put the right kind of contracts in place, if you haven't put the right auditing in place and the right mechanisms to monitor that their model and their data controls are compliant, not just with Hong Kong, but with all of the 200 countries that you're operating in. It's a regulatory nightmare. Do you know right now in US states, there's more than 1,000 different state-level laws on AI regulation that are in process. Yeah. It's a real challenge there. On access control, to just pick another, do you have a systematic assessment and inventory of all of the AI solutions that are being used legally and just by colleagues bringing stuff into your organization? Do you know what data they are getting access to and where that data is going? You can get very doom and gloom on this, but what you then have to do, once you've understood what the questions are, create, yes, clarity and simplicity in how you govern, so that when you as the IT team are saying, we want to introduce X or Y, you know how to get the vendor approved. And you know there's a single point of approval that you go to internally. You don't have to do legal, then go back to some other part of marketing, some other part of technology, and then get stuck into a permanent to-do loop that I see bad companies doing. Yeah. The good companies invest up front on getting this governance straight. And they know it's not going to be perfect, but they know why they're doing it, and purpose is clear throughout the organization.
So Gordon, I feel like I put you at a competitive disadvantage on this panel because we have Kate talking about wonderful animated feature films. We have Romy talking about the FIFA Men's World Cup, and Gordon is here to make sure all of our companies stay healthy and don't get sued and don't get put out of business. So,
without Gordon, we can't do our business.
That's right. Exactly.
Without forgetting the Women's World Cup that is coming next summer. and we'll be together again.
That's right, we will. We'll be back probably here talking about the 2027 Women's World Cup in Brazil. All right, Kate, let me turn back to you for another question. So let's look to the future. What does the next phase of AI at DreamWorks look like, and what kind of obstacles or barriers are you seeing that might slow down the DreamWorks train?
So in the making of one of our films, we're dealing with more than a dozen different creative departments. They're working on hundreds of different software applications, different data formats, and that's why we're going after targeted AI solutions in specific areas. But what the future is, obviously, I think, is an agentic pipeline, is a world in which those targeted AI solutions can work in concert with one another across the pipeline in order to reduce the complexity and reduce the friction. The challenge to that, of course, is really making sure that we understand the architecture of that, so that as we're going after these targeted solutions, we're not architecting them in a way that prohibits us from actually putting them together in a holistic solution. It's one of the reasons we're not trying to do this alone, that we want additional expertise by our side.
Yeah. Hey, Gordon, let me ask you to pile in on that, because you just mentioned you were in Silicon Valley last week. You're seeing a lot of ecosystems starting to work together, right? Kate, you just said you need partners. Did you pick up on that vibe out in the Bay Area, that the ecosystem partners are starting to collaborate more?
I mean, you had private equity guys collaborating with the hardware guys, collaborating with the, application guy. I mean, what was really interesting to me was the pace at which the application guys were getting engaged. And these aren't the mega-sized companies. Yeah. They're targeting a particular vertical, like, how do you do, and a lot of it is also bringing physical AI. So it's not just AI on your computer now, it's the AI and the Internet of Things, the monitoring device that makes sure you haven't got a leak in your home, or more importantly, the water utility doesn't have 1,000 leaks. Right. Trying to provide water to the households in your areas. And it was the pace of development of the app, because NVIDIA stands there and Google stands there and says we've doubled everything in the last 2 minutes, and whatever the hell it is, and probably it's directionally correct. Yeah. But what that enables by reducing the cost of the tokens, what that enables, but for the application guys to come up and say, we can do something 10 or 100 times better, and you end up thinking, expertise is going to become free. How does that change my business model? Yeah. And Frank, I think to the folks that we have on the stage here, it creates so much more value and defensive strength for the creative industries going forward, that I think it's going to be the golden era for the creative industries, from what I'm hearing, and the generic expertise from medical through consulting is going to have a hard time.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I think we're all kind of at not quite the starting line, but we're all looking around the industry saying who's going to be really running the race and who's going to be stuck at the starting line, not able to move forward. But yeah, this ecosystem concept, Romy, I think one of the things that you've said about working with Lenovo is we are bringing the ecosystem together. We don't do it all alone, right? We do have a lot of partners we bring in to kind of bring one set of solutions. But let's talk about the multi-generational FIFA audience, right? You mentioned 6 billion people, I believe, will tune in to some capacity in the FIFA World Cup. That's going to range from age 0 to age 100 and everywhere in between. So how are you seeing your digital transformation impacting fans, especially the younger generation?
This is the question of the millennium, not only of the day. Because, as you say, we cover multi-generation appetite to consume football daily, especially during a tournament like the World Cup, in completely different way. Because it's clear that you have the younger generation that are keen to a multi-platform approach. They need to harmonize at the same time the capacity to interact through the social media with their own community, to interact with the event, try to get real data on top of what they can follow on screen or on a second screen. So it's completely different, the approach. But so this is a challenge, because we need to be capable to provide all this flow of data at every level. But there is a big but, because this community is just a very small percentage of our total audience. We calculate that it's not than 5 to 7% of the total. The vast majority is, let's say, more traditional in consuming football. So the big question is, will be the attitude in consuming football or sport in general an evolution of what the younger generation are doing now, dragging on basically when they become older, what the attitude they have experienced as a young teenager, or they will jump in a more traditional way to consume sport? This is the big question that is very difficult to give an answer. Obviously, we need to be ready to deliver everything at every level, at the top level. I mentioned briefly before the idea that we will test again this World Cup for the full immersive experience that we will deliver in many theaters, in many different ways, with the glasses. We are touching basically every possibility. Nothing is stay outside the door.
Yeah.
We want to be, again, more democratic as we can, involving any kind of technology, delivering the best experience possible.
Yeah. No, I think it's about knowing your customer, right? And your customer, especially the younger customers, they want to consume media differently. They consume content differently. That's why the ref cam, the referee cam, are so interesting. That is the kind of content that the younger generation would be searching out online. You're getting ahead of the game with Lenovo to deliver that content to them.
By the way, I saw the new test we did with the AI stabilizer, and the experience is completely different compared to what we had last summer. It's amazing.
That's right. All right, Gordon, maybe the last question for you. As every company is going to adopt AI at scale at some point, what distinguishes organizations, and you can even think broader than just AI because you see this a lot, what distinguishes organizations that are approaching strategically versus opportunistically, right? So they're thinking more long-term as opposed to, I can do something tomorrow.
Well, they're pursuing both a bottom-up and top-down process. The bottom-up's really important for creating engagement and enthusiasm and participation in the organization, but that's incremental change.
Yeah.
The top-down, what is our business going to look like 3 years from now, and what do we have to do to get going with that? That's the kind of sort of CEO board question. And I think the way I sort of stress test this is I ask a board, what's your AI dashboard? And do you have one? Yes, that tells you a lot. And if you do, does it have the right things on it that really show a clear link to the AI actions that are being taken to the fundamental transformation of the business? I can see by, if they achieve these goals, these metrics they're measuring, you will get what they want out of it.
I would assume, based on the comments earlier about governance, that not many companies have that dashboard at the ready to show what they're measuring and kind of what their strategic objectives are.
Which is why consultants won't die today.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you for joining us today, Kate. Romy, again, for your last-minute appearance, flying in late in the game. And Gordon, great to see you as always. Thanks again, and enjoy the rest of Tech World Hong Kong.
Thank you.
Thank you, David, for expertly moderating that section. And thank you to all of our panelists for your thoughtful insights. We will now invite Mrs. Linda Yao to come on stage for our next panel discussion, Forging the Future. This session will be conducted in Mandarin. A kind reminder, if you require simultaneous interpretation, please be sure to pick up a headset at the back of the room.
Okay. Great. I'd like to welcome my guests on stage. Thank you all for joining us. Today we will have a panel that ranges from research and development through entrepreneurship, through startup land, all the way to scaling companies. So you'll get to see kind of full life cycle of how AI comes to life with our esteemed guests.欢迎。好，欢迎大家。大家好，我是 Linda， 很高兴再次回到舞台。刚才的演讲和 panel 分享，让我们看到 AI 正在快速地进入各行各业，在香港也在全球。而我们这一场讨论，希望把视角扩大一些。首先，回到 AI 的源头，科研和学术如何影响技术的创新，然后技术进入了产业，实现了应用之后，如何反过来支持更多科研、更多投入、更多技术的合作，形成了正向循环。在这种复杂而快速迭代的时候 ，AI 的时代，有个观点认为，一个人加上 agent 就可以成为一个独立公司而创造价值。但是我们同时也看到另外一个观点，就是真正的大模型、大规模、可持续的方案，往往离不开多方的协作，没有任何一方可以独立的、完整的完成 AI 的任务。今天我们很荣幸邀请了来自学术、投资、创业，而且产业的代表，一起我们来讨论 AI 时代的创新、发展与协作。首先，请各位简单的介绍一下自己，也谈谈在您的行业里面，相比几年前，协同创新是更多了还是更少了？ Jeffrey， 请您开始。
好，谢谢 Linda， 大家上午好，很高兴啊，能够我其实也是 Lenovo 的一员哈，我来自联想创投啊，我们是联想集团旗下的Corporate Venture 啊，就是风险投资部门啊，然后我们在过去的10多年吧，一直在整个联想的大的生态旗下去做。相关的早期的科技的全球的布局和投资啊，我们迄今为止呢投资了大概有300多家的科技型的企业啊，其中 AI 的企业在最近的5、6年也是占了相当大的比例啊。然后在这个之中呢，我们有可能25家的上市的企业啊，其中在香港上市有是整整10家公司啊，而且还有很多的在 pipeline 里面啊，所以也非常高兴跟香港。这个大的科技的生态也是非常有缘哈，然后谢谢 Linda 刚刚给我们整个讲了AI 的大的变化和我们带来的很多的对我们的投资和业务啊带来很多的一些新的挑战和一些机会啊，我简单讲讲吧，我觉得在协同这块啊。我们是非常深切地感受到，对于我们联想创投来讲，哈，过去的10年的历程，其实就是我们亲眼感受和目睹到了整个科技协同啊，对于我们这块的投资和业务的一个非常大的一个重要性啊，因为，我们的这些科技的早期企业吧，其实在刚开始的时候啊，应该说是跟联想的这样的一个大的集团的生态的合作。其实还是充满了非常多的挑战的啊！但是我们看到了随着AI 的时代的越来快速的到来啊，我觉得这一类的这种创新的协同，在最近的 几年是显得越来越重要啊，越来越重要啊。其实有个非常关键的点，就是刚刚Linda讲的，就是我们现在的这个 AI 的这个生态创新，发生的非常之快啊，而且呢，这个整个这个 full 的这个 technology stack 啊，这个整个技术栈啊，非常的这个厚啊，它从那个最底层的这一些芯片计算到上面的一些底层的这个软硬件啊，再到上面的应用啊，包括具身智能等等的啊，我觉得这块的这个技术的这个复杂度和丰富度呢，是跟以前是有非常大的一些这个不同啊。所以这块呢，我觉得像联想这样的一个大的这样全球化的 IT 的企业啊，也是越来越多的非常需要跟更多的这个能够专注某一个领域、某一个方向的一些科技型的企业、创业公司啊，那他们也非常的敏捷、非常的专注啊，能够通过去集成大家的这个各块的这个长处和技术的一些这个特色吧，啊，才有机会能够把 AI。啊，能够作为一个整体的一个解决方案，一个 solution， 更好的能够去提供给我们的客户和最终的一些用户啊，所以这块我们的协同呢，很明显可以看到，在过去的几年是越来越多，越来越重要啊。我们创投自己的这个300多家企业来说，跟联想的整个大的这个协同，在过去的几年里面，可能每年都以一个大2位数的这样比例的百分比啊在增长。啊，在过去的3年可能就翻了1番都不止啊，所以这个趋势是非常的明显，也是非常的重要啊。这也是我非常高兴说，对吧？我们能够更多的来参加像 Tech World 这样的一些 events 啊，能够不仅只是把我们的被投企业跟联想拉在一起，也是跟我们的更多的一些上下游的这个合作伙伴和包括一些这个地方政府，像香港政府啊、科创局啊等等这些资源吧。一起能够把大家去拉到一个协同创新的这样的一个大的环境当中来，啊，谢谢。
谢谢 Jeffrey， 王教授。
大家好，我是戴蒙机器人的联合创始人，及首席科学家，现在呢也在大湾区大学一个新的大学里边担任机械学院的工程学院的院长。我们戴蒙机器人呢。是被联想创投投资的一家科创公司，所以也很高兴和很荣幸。那我这么近2年的这个经验来看呢，现在科创、资本市场这个协同的推进和互相的互动，是到了一个在我这一生学术经历里边来讲，是最激烈、最高峰的一个时段。也就是说，在人工智能和具身智能这个新的赛道上，做科研的模式，它和资本、和产业、和创新队伍的发展，完全都揉在一起了。同时呢，都是互相卷动、互相掺杂、互相驱动，同时呢，也是在不停地调节自己的方向、自己的步伐，所以对一个资历比较深的做科研的教师，像我自己来讲的话呢，确实是一个非常新的挑战，同时呢，也是一个有非常大的回报和高薪的一个经历。所以我想，我们很多的比较有经历的做高深科研的老师呢，应该有同样的感受。也就是说，我们一定要和市场、和资本，同时和我们年轻的喜欢创新的队伍呢融合在一起，也会有机会呢把具身智能和人工智能呢推到我们认为能够到的那个地步。谢谢。
好，谢谢。Tony 总。
大家好，我叫韩旭，是文远之行，是一家做无人驾驶这个技术和 Robo Taxi。这个公司的创始人和 CEO，我们公司很幸运啊，这个过去2年，2024年的10月份，纳斯达克上市，成为全球 Robotaxi 的第1股，在纳斯达克。然后去年11月份又刚刚在港股上市，所以这个目前为止是在全球40多个10个国家40多个城市已经开始纯无人的这个 Robotaxi 运营啊，无人驾驶啊，这都已经开始运行了。所以回到主持人这个问题，其实我刚才想了一下，就说这个 新时代 AI 时代的协同，其实人类的协同很早就发生了。那么第一个大的协同其实是在工业文明时期。工业文明时期在英国，大家开始，如果大家读过亚当斯密的书的话，最一开始就是一个做图钉，怎么去做图钉，然后去怎么样协同。那个时候工业文明已经开始细致的分工协同了。到最近互联网的产生，一个中国的学者可以跟美国的工程师在合作，这其实是互联网和通信的发展使得这个协同更加的往前进一步。但最近我听了那个 Terence Tao， 就是一个 UCLA 的一个非常著名的这个那个菲尔兹奖得主的，他的就是数学家是很难协同的，但是最近他们也开始协同了。原因是什么呢？是因为 AI 的发展。AI 的发展呢，就是因为数学家不愿意和很多人合作，是说你是一个很出色的数学家，如果你跟一个很差的数学家合作的话，他会拖慢你的速度，因为他会引入那种不正当的结论啊。工程师也是一样的，我愿意跟我很好的工程师或者跟我互补的人合作，但如果他的水平比我差很多，他的 skill set 被我完全 cover 的话，我是不愿意跟他合作，因为他做的事情还不如我自己做。那么实际上协同有一个最核心的问题，就是在 AI 时代，如何能够辨别很好的合作者，如何能够尽快的知道他的知识或者他的技能能够帮助你。所以在数学这个范围内已经可以了，因为根据最近的这个数学已经能够推断一些定理了，所以呢，有一些数学爱好者也能帮着数学家去做一些繁琐的事情。AI 也是一样的，就是在文远之行呢，其实我们合作的时候有一些，就是当我不了解你内容的时候，我可能没时间去读你的文档，但是我可以用 AI 去 summarize 你都做了些什么工作，很快去做。我没有时间去参加很多的会，但是在文远之行可以，他开过的会我可以 AI 的 summarization 拿过来以后，我可能前3次会都没有参加他的会，但是我看了他的会议的 summarization， 第4次会我可以合作，这个是对协同极大的发展。所以我想，真正的就是说 forward in the future， 那么对未来如何协作的话，其实是使用 AI 工具，让你加快对合作者内容的了解，然后甄别合作者的能力，这2方面我觉得都会非常大的促进AI 的协同合作。那么就文远之行来说，由于使用了这个 AI 的协作工具，我自己个人的感觉就是协同的效率是大幅的提升的。
谢谢，全英总。
好的，大家上午好。我是云际科技的 CEO 李全印，非常感谢联想创投的邀请参加本次会议。首先我说一下云际。云际呢是一家做机器人、做 agent 的一家公司。我们过去呢服务了酒店4万多家酒店然后是100多家的医院，还有100多家的工厂。那么我们把我们的机器人投入到实际的场景当中，来帮助人类去解决问题。这是我们过去做的事情。那么去年呢，我们10月份在香港上市。也获得了整个市场的认可。那么我们也在不停地把我们的产品向市场推进。那我们在协作这件事，我们的理解是，机器人它一个真正的能够落地和应用起来，它一定要进行连接，它要有3类连接。第一类呢，它要跟机器人之间要协作、要连接，因为单一个机器人只有单一的功能，而多个机器人的协作才能解决很多的事情。第二呢，是机器人要跟环境进行连接。所谓的环境是什么？就是设备。我们的机器人要想协作，我们要能上下电梯，我们能够自动开关门，我们要跟入出机打通，我们要跟环境打通。所以我们跟很多的设备进行了连接。到目前为止，我们已经在全球大概有接近快10万部电梯，我们产生了连接。也就是说，我们机器人可以上下电梯，我们最早就在做这件事情。那我们跟很多的开关门即使是目前这道门它是木质的，我们也可以把它变成一道自动门，机器人可以进出。我们可以跟很多的电话连接，所以机器人跟设备的连接、跟环境的连接，是我们可以在这个人类的世界里面去产生协作的一个基础条件。第3个呢，就是机器人要跟人连接，我们跟人要交互，我们要读懂人的需求，理解人的意图。我们在人的连接上呢，我们还跟很多的软件进行连接，因为人是用软件的，软件是一个交互界面。所以我们的机器人跟软件连接之后，我们能够真正的帮人去做事情这是我们的3个连接。所以在这件事上，我们做的还算是非常好了，我们自己认为。那么在这个协作生态上呢，我们还离不开高校。我们到了香港之后呢，我们跟港理工成立了联合实验室，所以在酒店研究、在旅游行业、在各种行业都有了更多深入的研究。我们跟生产力局、我们跟数码港都做了很深的连接，所以一个机器人在行业里面的应用，我们离不开很多人的这个协作。那最后呢是 其实创投组织了很多的这个会议啊，以及我们的上下游的供应链啊，都在帮我们去对接很多的资源，这本身也是一种协作。所以高效生态资本的协作，其实一直在帮助我们这家公司啊，我们也努力前行，尽可能把我们的产品做得越来越多。谢谢。
很好，谢谢。刚才几位都提到了，协作其实变得越来越重要。很多的技术都是从实验室出来的，从研究院出来的，而走向世界。我想请王教授回答第一个问题。您是国际机器人领域的专家，也创立了戴蒙机器人，所以您亲身参与了从研究院一直到创业的过程。那么，王教授，当 AI 技术从实验室走出来的时候，科研的角色是否也会有变化？
我们很多做多少年科研的教授呢，都经历过使用一个科学研究转化成为技术产品的一个模型，叫 TRL（Technology Readiness Level）。我们一般呢都会是在实验室有一个很好的想法，觉得很聪明，然后有好的学生呢，把它做一个 proof of concept， 把它作为证明。那最终呢，能推到 TRL3，教授非常高兴，这个很有前途了。接下来呢，就好好的准备写一个很好的一个 proposal， 拿到一个 grant， 找到好的学生呢，再把它推到 TRL 的6。那到了6以后呢，就证明你这个东西呢，很可能有落地做产品、做产业化的很大的这个可行性了。然后你就去找一些孵化器啊，找一个队伍，最终呢，到了 TRL 能到9的时候，经过一个很小阶段的测试以后呢，就推出去一个创新的队伍了，创业的队伍，然后去找资本啊，去找市场。这个路子呢是比较长的，但是呢，这是经过很多人经历认为呢，有这个很好的组织架构来提供保障的一个路径。好多学校都有这样的办公室，叫 Technology Transfer Office 啦，对吧？这些呢，对有经历过去做的比较成功的老师来讲呢，也是一条可行的实践证明出来是把握性比较稳定的一条路子。但是今天呢，在人工智能和具身智能这个赛道上，我个人的经历，当然我们很多人也都认识到了，它的动态性的变化太大了，技术没有彻底的完整，市场并没有明确的标出来，同时呢，现在呢有很强的资本的这个影响，所以呢，作为新型的人工智能和具身智能的技术呢，我认为绝对不能够从 TRL 这条路线要走了，所以一定是要利用你能够有的资源。运用很好的想法的话呢，组织很好的队伍，最终呢要有很好的 VC 资本来，也就是说你的科研呢不再是一个大政府的一个科研机构来支持你了，很可能就是要靠 VC 的大的资本，同时呢你的队伍同时马上也要建立起来，同时来做。那导师的资源就要全面的发挥出来，不仅仅是在实验室做事了，因为他要对社会、对政府以及和资本和市场这方面的关系和网络，同时全部都要拿出来。同时，老师呢也一定要能够投入很大的精力和时间，也要得到你的学校和科研单位的支持。所以，对学校来讲呢，也是一个新的挑战。学校的领导层面也要知道如何能够产生新的政策、新的方针、新的措施，能够把这些事情呢都推出去。这2、3年，我觉得呢，我的个人经历呢，我觉得在全球，在中国呢，这条路子呢，现在已经非常的明朗，而且呢，也落地的成果现在也是非常的令人高兴的。虽然技术路线还没有收敛，尤其是市场的需求和技术呢，还没有完整的对答在一起，也都是我们经常说的要不停的 pivoting。 今天到这儿，明天在那边，但是这都是很好的方向。我认为呢，一步一步，跑的时候跑得急，但是最终呢，我认为我们是能够达到那个目的的。所以对学生来讲，做创业的，对我自己有多少年科研经历的来讲，确实是一个非常独特的一个经历，也是有非常回报的一个值得去做的事情。
谢谢王教授。那么，如果说科研定义了创新的方向，而资本放大了可能性，那么真正把技术带入到市场里面，而提供市场的测验，就是创业者。而国际化的系统还有运营，都需要产业者来建立。接下来的问题呢，我给全英总。云际机器人从最早是在酒店场景落地服务机器人，到如今拓展了医疗、写字楼等等的场景，完了也并完成了港股的上市。当进入规模化的阶段的时候，企业怎么能维持长期的优势呢？
非常好的问题啊。我觉得一个企业。我们首先定义自己是一家这个科研的公司，或者说是一家纯技术的公司。那我们的专利数比较多啊，目前10年下来，我们拥有2300多项的这个专利啊。然后呢，并且呢，我们建了跟很多高校建立了联合实验室啊。我们也在尽可能的在研发这条路上能走得更深更远。我认为竞争力呢，我们自己来看，可能是大概有4块。那第一块呢，就是我们的算法，因为我们的室内定位导航行走，这个一直还有就是物联是我们的核心专利群，我们一直在这儿进行这个深挖在这儿进行这个深入的研究。那么这些算法不停地在向前迭代，我觉得这个是我们的构建的核心竞争力之一。那第二部分呢，我们认为是数据，就是我们的每一次的行走其实都在产生大量的数据，而数据会让我们的算法越来越好。它是不停迭代的一个东西。我的数据积累的越多，其实我们机器人认知这个世界会认知得更好。所以数据是我们的第2大优势。那第3大呢，我们认为是产品力，也就是说这个行业它一定要有好的产品，我们懂客户、懂市场并且呢有高性价比。所以我们自己的产品设计、产品的这个成型是我们的一个核心的能力。第4个呢，我们认为是客户。随着我们其实服务客户，我们还坚持长期主义。就是我们这10年来，我们服务酒店客户，从最早的单一酒店，到现在能服务中国，或者世界上我们能看到的所有品牌那么中国呢，比方说举个例子，像我们中国的 Top 4的酒店集团，我们基本上的市占率或者说渗透率，基本都在70%、80%左右。所以其实我们一直在深度的服务我们的客户，跟我们的客户产生粘性。我们一直在理解他，服务他。想办法帮助他的客户服务得更好。所以基于这4点，我们其实一直说，这是我们作为一家科技公司或产品公司一直去构建的地方。
谢谢全英总。我们刚才谈到了规模化的能力，云际代表了在企业里面从创业一直到上市。那么文远在自动驾驶领域的协作和创新更为复杂，所以接下来呢，我要问一下 Tony， 您当过教授，也当过高管，后来创业，并带了文远在美股、港股双地上市。您经历了从科研、创业、上市的全面的过程。那么 Tony， 自动驾驶技术正在快速的演进。文远如何保持战略、技术、产品以及全球市场化的灵活性呢？
我觉得这个灵活性就是，首先技术一直要保持全力的投入，就是文远在整个微软在AI 的 data center 构建方面，我们是不遗余力，就是 构建了万卡集群然后不断的在 follow 最新的技术，就是文远是会定期去开这个学术会议，就是我们依然就是这么多年来一直在开ICCV 啊、CVPR 啊、ECCV 啊这样国际会议但是这个灵活性的保存呢，其实就是这个没有一个，我觉得没有一个 silver bullet， 没有一个事情可以让你一直保持灵活性或者一直保持这个技术，这就像一个比赛一样中国的《孙子兵法》常常说，这个水无常形，它就像流水一样。那你能做的事情就是让自己进化得更快我们也希望对于国际市场来说呢，就是我们希望用一套技术来能够对所有的国际市场都应用。其实，在这个地缘政治日益尖锐的今天，我更想说的一句话是：人类的社会的共性是远远大于差异性的。我们都是智人的后代，都是一样的人，所以我们都开同样的车，唯一的不同可能是你的车靠左行，我的车靠右行，这点非常的小的细微的差别，不应该成为隔阂人类社会甚至隔阂技术公司的一个差别。所以在这一点上来说，我们尽量的就是一套技术适用全球了。
谢谢 Tony 的分享。今天我们听到了不只是不同角色的观点，而是一条完整的创新路径。科研定义了方向，资本放大了可能性，创业完成了验证，规模化创造了价值，而价值又反过来推动下一轮的技术还有投入。这条路径其实也是联想过来40年的历史。作为一家真正的国际化的企业，联想也在不同的阶段与在座的各位有过不同方式的合作。我们与香港多所高校开展了科研合作，联想创投也投资了戴蒙机器人、云际机器人。我们也跟文远在自动驾驶技术平台上有深度的合作。这些合作横跨了科研、投资、创业、产业及市场化，在不同阶段形成了协同。接下来最后一个问题，我请大家用一句话来回答：未来5年，什么会决定 AI 产业的胜负？请 Jeffrey 开始。
如果用一句话来讲的话，我觉得可能确实就是要靠生态的协同来真正促进科技的商业闭环我觉得这点是特别的重要尤其是当 AI 已经进入到了第2赛季，对吧？或者下半场，大家会非常的关注最后它怎么样去真正在各个领域去重塑这个价值链重塑这个产业链能够真正的去发挥其革命性的一些这个新的作用我觉得这点上怎么能够像联想这样的大的企业还是我之前所讲的能够我们创投也发挥好我们的作用，对吧？不仅只是投资，给到被投企业的不仅是钱更多的是我们能够在全方位去从创新研发到生产供应链各种的互相赋能，去形成一种网状的竞争优势我觉得这个可能是下一阶段最重要的。
谢谢 Jeffrey。
对我来讲的话，我的观点就是，人工智能会给我们带来很多的机遇和很新的技术，能够提高我们的 productivity。但是我个人呢，认为呢，最有前途的就是使得就是 智能让机器人呢能够有灵性巧手，机器人有很好的双手，能够下场，能够进入家庭，能够给我们做物理的工，能够给我们带来物质价值。
我的一句话是：将技术优势转化为可复制、可规模化、能持续创造盈利的商业闭环能力。
很好。
对，我们云际一直坚持就是高效、稳定、低成本来输出我们的产品和服务。 所以一直在践行我们的使命，就是机器人让人类更幸福。谢谢。
谢谢各位嘉宾的精彩分享。今天我们看到了创新离不开多方的协作，谢谢大家。
Thank you, Linda, for guiding that excellent conversation. And thank you to all of our panelists for sharing practical perspectives and forward-looking ideas. To conclude our morning session, please welcome Ms. Serena Zheng, who will share how we drive real ROI from AI in the real world. Serena, please.
Hello， 大家好。多謝留喺度到最後我呢個 session 嘅各位。Good afternoon, everyone. And how's Tech World Hong Kong so far? Good? Great, thanks. So we have heard a lot about AI in the morning. Personal AI, smarter AI, and more importantly, how hybrid AI could provide more values to your enterprises. Now, I would like to use just 3 minutes to share with you how Lenovo ourselves use AI to transform our customer services, our contact center. I have shared this story, or this project last year actually, in Tech World Hong Kong. Before I share the updates of what we have been done or how's the journey goes so far, I would like to recall a bit of your memory about Lenovo's contact center. So we run our contact center across 180 cities. We receive 5 to 6 million calls per year. And together with multi-channels, it has about 200 million plus contact traffic on a yearly basis. And the objective of using AI to transform our contact center is simple. Increasing customer experience without receiving a call that a human has to take. So that's all about what we want to use AI in our contact center. So we want to move away from reactive to proactive intelligence and a system that can go beyond customers' expectation. So we have done these 3 things in the past years. First, increasing operational efficiency. Who doesn't want that, right? All of us expect AI would give us operation efficiency, but how Lenovo did that? We do it. A lot of our customers use AI just like limited to a robot, right? But Lenovo, we ourselves build intelligence across our whole services spectrum. We infuse the intelligence into our different applications, include tri-age system, agent assist tools, back-end supply chain, and internal operations. And we want to make our customer experience seamless, and they could not find any friction before they can feel it. Next, agent-grade autonomy. So we build our systems that don't just suggest a solution to a human, but it can take on complex tasks independently by themselves, by the agent themselves. And we build this system that can reason, adapt, and resolve issues end-to-end without constant hand-holding. Last but not the least is multi-agent AI system. Think of this as an orchestra of AI, where we have specialized agents for technical support, for diagnosis, for order creation, etc., etc. But all these agents can communicate with each other at real time. So with these three enhancements we have been making, the AI project Lenovo is having, it's not just save times. It creates a service capacity that was previously impossible. Take a look into this diagram. This is how Lenovo's lights out contact center runs. Why we call it lights out? Because, as I said, we want to maintain customer interaction and increase customer satisfaction without a human receiving a call. So we do not need to turn the lights on. Seriously, this is the objective of using AI in our contact center. And you can see we have built different specialized agents at multiple customer touch points that could help the customers proactively. I just quote a few examples. The Vantage agents. When the customer triggers the application we built in our devices, the agent will diagnose what's the issue at source and trigger self-healing. So we fix the machines without the customer knows, and they don't need to pick up a call to call someone. Second, smart repair agents. So it could diagnose digitally if the customers choose to communicate with us through email or other channels. But it's not just about that. The agent would also start a workflow that we can send a field engineer to our customers. If this is not enough, and still a call has been received from our agents, we have the intelligence voice agent that could provide a natural, quick response, either resolving the issues or warm hand off the case to a real human agent. So this is not just, don't just take my word. Go out to test it out. We have this IVA outside in our showcase, and I hope you can feel the speed and the humanity of the agents by yourself. So we all want measurable AI project, and this is how Lenovo's AI projects looks like in ROI. So we are very eager to know, right? So our CX, customer satisfaction, increased by 10%, which means our agents, our AI-run contact center is well received by our customers. Second, 97%, almost 100%, cases are handled by AI. So we are very close to keep the lights out in our contact center. Last but not the least, operation efficiency has been increased by 60%. So we do believe these metrics or the way we transform our contact center is creating a true win-win for customers and for our business. So this is not just Lenovo talking about Lenovo. This is some of the awards that Lenovo has been received in the past 2 years, including Stevie Award and many of others. So with that, I want to leave you with this. Lenovo is not just a company. We talk about AI. We apply AI for real, and we use it. And we hope we could, if you are still finding partners to start or kickstart your AI journey, Lenovo would be at the top of your choices. And we are always here to support you. So before I wrap up, I want to express my sincere gratitude to Hong Kong government, our customers, our partners, journalists, analysts, and investors, and friends from our Asia Pacific team. Not to mention AMD and Microsoft sponsoring and being our strategic partners this year. All of your support is valuable to us. Let's maintain this momentum. Thank you all for being here today, and I look forward to seeing you at Tech World Hong Kong next year. Thank you.
Thank you, Serena, for that insightful conclusion. We will now break for lunch. Buffet lunch is available in the foyer area. Guests invited to the Executive Luncheon and NGIT Luncheon, please proceed to the second floor. There are lots of exciting live demos at our booth showcase areas. Please do go and check them out. Also, don't miss our Tech Talk breakout sessions starting from 1:45 p.m. You will have the chance to win a special prize during the sessions. Come and join us in Convention Hall A, Theater 1, and Theater 2. Thank you all for joining us this morning. We look forward to welcoming you back for the afternoon program.